Teammates slam Max Verstappen. If you are a Formula One enthusiast, then you might already have heard of Max Verstappen. Considered to be one of the greatest Formula One racer, and has recently been making it into the headlines due to some reason that is not okay. But what exactly is the reason behind this? Why is Max Verstappen on the news? Did he do something? Continue watching the video till the end to know more. Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another video from our channel. We hope you guys are doing extremely well. In this video, we will be talking about how the teammates slammed Max Verstappen. We will be diving deep into every aspect of the news, so if you are new to this channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now, without any further ado, let's hop right into the video. Max Verstappen defends his record with teammates and is disgusted by criticism. Verstappen was visibly angry as he came out swinging in the press conference on Thursday, accusing fans and reporters alike of making ridiculous and disgusting comments. Max Verstappen insisted, "I have never been a bad teammate to anyone," as he took aim at social media trolls and reporters for disgusting comments written about him. Verstappen was widely criticized for ignoring team orders at the end of the Brazilian Grand Prix last weekend. Red Bull told him to allow Sergio Perez past, but he refused and later said the matter had already been discussed behind closed doors prior to that incident. Despite having a few days for emotions to die down, Verstappen was still visibly irritated by the negativity directed towards him. It wasn't about the position, it was about something that happened earlier in the season. He explained to reporters on Thursday, "I already explained that in Mexico, and the team understood and agreed. We went to Brazil, and I just thought we were going to race and try to get the best possible result. We had a bit of a miscommunication. On Saturday and Sunday, nothing had been said to me about a potential swap. It only came into that last lap that it was said on the radio, and I think they should have known my response already from what I said the week before. After that race, we had some good discussions, put everything on the table, and it has been resolved. In hindsight, we should have had that conversation earlier. I have never been a bad teammate to anyone. I have always been helpful, and the team knows that. I always put the team up front because it was a team effort. I think what we learned from it is that we have to be a little more open and communicate better with each other. After that race, of course, I looked very bad in the media. But also, they did not have the clear picture. To immediately put me down like that, it was pretty ridiculous, because they don't know how I work in the team. That's what the team appreciates about me. So all the things I've read are pretty disgusting." Verstappen went on to reveal the extent of the abuse he and his team have faced on social media in the last few days, including some comments made about and to his loved ones. Even more than that, they started attacking my family, threatening my sister, mom, girlfriend, dad, he added. "For me, that goes way too far, when you don't even have the facts of what actually was going on. That has to stop. If you have a problem with me, fine, but don't go after my family because that is unacceptable. But we move on. I have a great relationship with Chico. I just don't understand, when people don't have the full picture, why they would start attacking me like that. I hope one day they actually understand what was going on, because it's just unacceptable behavior. Also, in this paddock, it's not only fans but also what some people have been writing about me is just ridiculous. I'm fed up with all this bullshit." Max Verstappen slams disgusting social media abuse after trolls targeted his family when he refused Red Bull orders to let teammate Sergio Perez past him during Brazilian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen has told the world of Formula One not to go after his family, describing social media abuse following last weekend's Brazilian Grand Prix as unacceptable and disgusting. Verstappen was criticized in Interlagos after he refused a Red Bull team order to yield sixth place to Sergio Perez on the last lap. Red Bull issued a statement ahead of Sunday's concluding round in Abu Dhabi to display a united front, labeling death threats, hate mail, and vitriol aimed at members of the Red Bull team and their families as deplorable. Moments later, double world champion Verstappen, who was also penalized by the stewards in Brazil for crashing into Lewis Hamilton, addressed the media. "All the things that I have read are pretty disgusting," said Verstappen. "After the last race, I looked very bad in the media, but they didn't have a clear picture. To immediately put me down like that is ridiculous. Even more than that, they started attacking my family, my sister, my mom, my girlfriend, and my dad. When your own sister writes to you that it is getting way too much, that says enough. It gets to me because you cannot attack my family. For me, that goes way too far when you don't even have the facts of what actually was going on. And that definitely has to stop. If you have a problem with me, that is fine. But don't go after my family because that is just unacceptable. Red Bull wanted Perez to secure second place in the championship, with the Mexican level on points with Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, ahead of Sunday's concluding round at the Yas Marina circuit. But Verstappen, who was crowned champion with 4 races remaining at the Japanese Grand Prix in October, blamed a previous incident with his teammate on his disregard for the Red Bull order. Verstappen did not want to disclose the flashpoint. However, it is understood he believed Perez deliberately crashed in qualifying at May's Monaco Grand Prix to prevent him from taking pole position. Both Perez and Red Bull deny this. "I am just a bit fed up with all this bullshit," added Verstappen. "As soon as there is something negative, it needs to be highlighted. It is pretty sickening to be a part of all that when, at the end of the day, I haven't even done anything wrong." In a statement, Red Bull said, "As a team we made some mistakes in Brazil. We had not envisaged the situation that unfolded on the last lap, and we had not agreed on a strategy for such a scenario before the race." Regretfully, Max was only informed at the final corner of the request to give up position without all the necessary information being relayed. This put Max, who has always been an open and fair team player, in a compromising situation with little time to react, which was not our intention. The events that followed from a social media point of view are completely unacceptable. The abusive online behavior towards Max, Chico, Perez, the team and their respective families is shocking and saddening, and unfortunately is something that we as a sport are having to address with depressing regularity. There is no place for it in racing or society as a whole, and we need to do and be better. At the end of the day, this is a sport, we are here to race. Death threats, hate mail, and vitriol towards extended family members is deplorable. With Perez struggling on medium tires, the Red Bull team had asked Verstappen to attack Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc in a bid to try and overtake the Ferrari driver, who is competing with Perez for the second spot in the Drivers' Championship. When Verstappen was asked to do the needed, he refused and said he gave his reasons for not doing so, telling the team to stop asking him again and again. "I told you already last summer. You guys don't ask that again to me, ok? Are we clear about that? I gave my reasons and I stand by it," said Verstappen. To this, Perez sarcastically thanked the Red Bull team, before saying this shows who Verstappen really is. "Yeah, thank you for that, guys. Yeah, this shows who he really is," said Perez. Perez ended up finishing the race behind Verstappen in 7th place, behind Leclerc, who finished in 4th place, and is now level on points with the Mexican, with just 1 race to go in the season. I have no idea what his reasons are. Maybe you should ask him about it. I've nothing to say really. After all I have done for him, it is a bit disappointing to be honest. I have no idea. I am really surprised, said Perez. Verstappen defended his call after the race, saying he gave his reasons and will try to help Perez in the next race. "I think it's more important as a team now that we stand together, all together, and importantly we move forward. We go to Abu Dhabi. Of course, we want to win the race, but if there's a chance to help Checo, I will. That's why it was important we had this meeting now. I understand why he is disappointed, but they also have to understand why I did it, and I gave them the reasons why," said Verstappen. And that's it for today's video. What could this mean for the future of Max? Did we miss out on anything? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. We hope you have enjoyed watching the video. Please like the video if you have not already, and make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss another update from our channel. With that being said, let's meet in another one of these videos. Until then, see ya.